Welcome back to the Silly Kitchen. I'm so happy to have you watching, so thank you. And today I'm doing another episode with my 30-pound bulk variety box from 5 Chicks and a Farmer. So we are going to be using turkey sausage today to make what I have deemed to be now my favorite way to make a sausage stew. It's spring. I feel like the birds should be chirping and flowers should be blooming, and I should be doing some really bright and fun spring recipes, but here in my world it was -6 this morning and I saw snow several times last week, so I'm still in the mood for comfort food, and this is exactly what it is. So please, if you have not done so yet, check out my collaboration with 5 Chicks and a Farmer with the 30 pounds of meat that I've been cooking up. I have a playlist that has all of the recipes that I've done so far. And of course, if you've got sausage and it's sunny outside, go throw that on the barbecue. Make a beautiful meal out of that. But if you're like me and you're still cold all the time, maybe you'll want to try this recipe. Let's go through the ingredient list. Obviously, we need some sausage, beautiful turkey sausage from 5 Chicks and a Farmer that I'm using. It comes in a pack of 4, so I'm going to use all 4 and do a nice big batch here. The Holy Trinity, onions, carrots, and celery, as I like to call it. Green peas, I like to just use the stuff out of the freezer when it's not in season. Potatoes, I've already parboiled these and I'm gonna cut them either in halves or quarters to throw them in. Sausage and beans is like a nice combo. So I like to use either white kidney beans or navy beans, which is what I have here because that's what I had in my pantry. Dry parsley, salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna make a little bit of a gravy. And my secret ingredient, a can of tomato soup. I know, a can of tomato soup. Trust me, it tastes really freaking good when you put it all together. Okay, so we're gonna start by cooking the sausage, so let's head over to the frying pan and stovetop. You wanna get yourself a nice, big, deep type frying, sauteing big pan, whatever you want to call it, but you need lots of room in there. Otherwise, use a stock pot if you don't have one of these pans. The first thing you're going to want to do is just drizzle a tiny bit of olive oil in the bottom of your pan. Turkey sausage is really lean and full of flavor, so not a lot of fat is going to come out. You're going to want just a little bit of oil there. And I'm going to squeeze out the turkey meat out of the sausage casing and put it into the frying pan. It's not a very pretty thing to look at, so I'm just gonna show you the pan now with the sausage in it. Just use a spatula, or if you have something to break up the meat, and cook it on medium-high so you get some nice brown spots on it as well. Let your sausage meat cook throughout. Go stir it every once in a while to make sure it's evenly cooked, and break it up as you wish. I like it to stay a little bit chunky, so I don't break it up quite too much. While that's doing that, you're gonna have about a cup of stock, vegetable, chicken, whatever you've got, and we're gonna add a little bit. I like using this gravy powder. It's called Bisto. I usually keep a box of it in my pantry, and again, not a big measuring type person, so I just kind of put in what I need to put in. If you would like it to be a bit thicker than the consistency that you're getting here, you might want to add a tablespoon of flour or something like that, but because we're using the secret ingredient of tomato soup as well, that's nice and thick, so you shouldn't really have too much of an issue there. I like this Bisto stuff because it just melts in your stock so easily. And that's it, just a quick little whisk and it's good to go. While your sausage is cooking, if you haven't chopped your vegetables, this is the time to do it. Same with the potatoes, but we can go ahead and bring all of this stuff over to the stovetop because it's gonna be an easy one-pot meal. As soon as you've got your sausage cooked, everything else kind of starts going in. So let's go over there. First thing we're gonna do is add in our Holy Trinity, as I like to call it. So your celery, carrots, and onion all go in there, and just start sweating those veggies out a little bit in all that flavor that's on the bottom of the pan. So the first thing you're gonna do is add in that gravy mixture. And as well, let's add our secret ingredient that's not so secret, tomato soup from a can. And this is the time where you're gonna season the rest of your meal here as well. So I've got some dry parsley flakes that I love, as well as your traditional salt and pepper. That is all we're gonna be seasoning it with. Give it a good stir, and we're just gonna cover it up and let those vegetables start to get soft and cook out. While you're letting that stew simmer with all the vegetables, if you haven't done so already, cut your potatoes into, I'm gonna do quarters, and then give your stew a nice stir to start. Stew your stir. Stir your stew. After about 5 to 6 minutes, once you've let that flavor all boil together, go ahead and add in your frozen peas. You're gonna notice the temperature of the stew comes down a bit, but just give it a good mix and you are good to go. And of course, add in your potatoes at this point too. Turn that heat down to medium-low now and cover it up. Give it a good stir every couple of minutes. After letting this stew, see what I did there, for about 45 minutes, whoa, it's ready. I'm just gonna drip some of that excess steam back in there. Look at this beautiful bowl of goodness. Beautiful turkey sausage, amazing flavors, and yes, that silly little secret ingredient that I used. And I am so ready to have a taste of this. It is looking like a perfect bowl of comfort. And I gotta try it, make sure it's good, get a little bit of everything in here. Some beans, some potatoes, lots of sausage. Oh boy. It is still so piping hot. I don't wanna burn my tongue, so I'm gonna blow on it a little bit. Oh heck yeah. When you let something sit for that long, for a nice 45-minute period of time, all the flavors just really come out and come together. I just slurped, I'm so sorry. I hope that didn't sound too weird. But it's so good, I had to, okay, one more bite. One more bite. Clearly I'm hungry. So maybe I won't be putting a lot of this in the freezer, and maybe it's all going in here. I am so happy with the way that this stew has turned out that this is probably my 6th or 7th time making it. I just absolutely love it. It's a perfect bowl for lunch or dinner. Have it with a buttery bun on the side and slurp up all that beautiful juice. 5 Chicks and a Farmer, absolutely love their product. Another way to use a sausage, instead of just grilling it and eating it, look what you can do with some beautiful, beautiful sausage meat. I'm so happy with this. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna go eat some. I'm so hungry. Thank you so much for watching another episode. Please support the channel by subscribing. Go check out 5 Chicks and a Farmer. Their links are below, and all the videos that I've done for them so far are in a link here as well. Thank you again. See you next time.